Now let's see another one type of function which can accept multiple values. Okay. So let's save it as function underscore 3. Always remember, in all the codes, all the programs, whenever you are going through it, the name of the function or name of the C file you can see in the video here and then access it from the code library over there. Now hash include stdio.h void main, and now I want to print or create a function which will return or which will print the multiplication of number. So int a comma b, printf, enter two values /n, then scanf %d comma ampersand a, that's scanning of the first variable, then I'll just keep it short, printf, enter other value, new line here also, scanf %d comma b. Now the function should accept these two values and return one value again. So it is going to return a value. So the data type of function will be int. Then the function name, it can be anything, let's say mul, because it is doing multiplication. And then here you will accept the two arguments that are going to come. So the two arguments that are going to come can be int p comma int q, and then semicolon. This is what? Function declaration. Let's define the function here. So int mul, int p comma int q, and the definition will go like this. So basically we just need to return p multiplied by q. So a single line will also do. Let's take another variable, called it as result, and now let's write down result is equal to p multiplied by q, and print f, new line, the product of %d into %d is equal to %d, a comma b comma result. So this is how you accept two values in C program. Remember, the order is important. Here p will get the value that you are passing first, that is, sorry, it should not be p into q like that. Here it should be mul a comma b. So the value of a will be stored in variable p, the value of b will be stored in variable q. These are just two arguments. A function may have multiple arguments also. So it may have 3, 4, 5, 6, or even just a single argument. In each case, you will have to accept those arguments like this. You have to write down different int declarations or float declaration, whatever type of variable you are passing. You have to write down that kind of declaration and you have to create a variable for it. So consider this as the blank spaces onto which this passed on values will be cached. So a will be cached in p, b will be cached in q. The function, however, here is very simple. We are just returning the multiplication p and q here and we are printing the result. Let's try to run this code. So enter two values. So let's say 45, enter other value, let's say 41. The product of 45 into 41 is equal to 1845. Getting it? So this is how you write a function which will accept multiple values and return a single value. Now, I'm going to give you some different problem exercises or problem statements to complete. So you have to just complete those problem statements on yourself. Okay. So write below programs by creating a function. So the first program I'm going to give you is create a function for factorial of a number. Scan a number and perform its factorial using functions. Okay. Then scan 6 numbers from user. Create a function called largest and create a function called smallest and try to find the largest and smallest using these two functions. What I mean to say by this is I will be explaining it to you. Okay, just a moment. Function tasks. I'm just writing it here. You may or may not file this file. I want you to experiment this now. The tasks are very simple. So I'm not expecting that I write this task somewhere and then you access it. Okay, but still I'm saving this file. So the tasks are very simple. I'm also going to show you how I want it to be done. So create a function for factorial of a number. Let me show you what I meant by this. So empty file, save it as function underscore factorial. So I want it like this. So void main, then sorry, not void main, hash include stdio.h. Then you need to write down a function. So it returns int factorial, it accepts int. So int num. That's how your function definition should be. Then void main printf. In printf, what you will do is you will simply write down enter a number for factorial calculations. New line. Then you need to have int a comma b declared here. And then what you will do is scanf or scan this number %d comma ampersand a. Then what I want is b is equal to factorial of a and then printf factorial of %d is equal to %d and it should be a comma b. Now your job is to write this body. Okay, so semicolon is not there when you define the function. So you have to write down the body here which will accept this number and it will create its factorial. Another program, as I said, is something like that. Now I will also explain that, but in a very simple brief. So I'll not show void main or something like that. I'll just tell you like this. So void or int smallest, it accepts 6 values. So a1, int a2, int a3, int a4, int a5 and int a6. So this is how your function will be. You will scan 6 values and you will have to write down a body for it which will return one int which is the smallest among them. Now the same way there will be a function for largest. So int smallest is one function, then there will be int largest. Rest all remains like this. So other things will be same. So what you will do is hash include stdio.h. Then these two functions are defined over here. And what I can do is void main. Here int, let's call it a comma b comma c, d comma e comma f. Then here write a code to scan 6 numbers. You can use for loop also to do that. And now you also need largest and smallest, or the name are conflicting with function name. So just call it large and small. So after you write the code to scan the numbers, next code will be large is equal to largest, pass on the 6 numbers to it. So A, B, C, D, E, F. And small is equal to smallest. So I'm just giving you the body. You need to complete the code. Okay. Where those codes should be written, the code should be written over here. So this should be body of smallest. Remove this semicolon. This should be the body of largest. So that's how you need to write down these two functions. Try to do it completely on your own and tell me the output or show me the output. Okay. Please try it on your own only and then only proceed further to see the solutions. Thank you for watching this video.